Welcome to part 3. We're excited to share. All right, let me get in my screen share. All right.
All right, so this is where we're going to talk about marketing and how you can market yourself. So when you get started, you really want to know your why. Why did you start? What was it about this business that intrigued you? If it was because, you were financially driven, you're a new mom, you want to stay home with your kids, then you really need to write that why down and keep it visible for yourself so that you, on those tough months or tough weeks or tough days, you can revert back to that why, and it can help motivate you and drive you forward, because this is sales and there are going to be ups and downs. So when you're riding that, when you have a high month, the next week or something might be a low. You want to ride that high wave. So go back to your why, focus on it, let it keep you motivated and push you forward. When you join, you need to make a hundreds list. And this might be very intimidating to you, right? Like, do I even know 100 people? But if you really sit down and you generate a list of 100 people that you think this opportunity could benefit, you think about your friends, your family, maybe you belong to a few groups, whether it's a church organization or, you're a mom and you have playgroup friends, anything you're involved with. Maybe you have a friend who has a sister that you might think would be really good for this opportunity. Start generating that list. That list will grow, and you'll think of new people, as time evolves, and you can keep adding to that list. Scroll through your phone. If you're like stuck and you're like, I have no idea who else I could add to this list, scroll through Facebook, scroll through Instagram, see who's engaging with you, who's following you, and then just write that list down. And that list is going to be really important for you, and we're going to tell you why in just a few minutes.
And it's important not to prejudge too. So, if somebody's name comes to your head, write it down, because you never know.
Yep.
So I want to talk about how we get paid, because this is what everybody always asks. So we get paid 5 paychecks a month. We get paid every Friday for commission checks and any product pack bonuses. So what a product pack bonus is if Trisha signs on underneath me and she buys the $199 product pack, I'm going to get a $50 bonus. So depending on which product pack they purchase, there's different bonuses, and we get paid that on Fridays. For commission, on VIPs, we make 15%, and on retail, we make 30%. And then on the 15th of the month, that's our larger check. That's where like the big bonus money comes through. This is where you're going to get your block bonuses, your Smart Start bonuses. If you ranked during that period of time, it's always in the previous month. So if whatever happened in May, you will get paid June 15th. So it's a month behind. And then we get we get paid through a company called Paylution. And so it doesn't come from money exactly. It comes from a separate third party. And we put over here kind of what it looks like when it comes to you. So it's going to come through Paylution, and typically it goes to your spam or your junk mail. Do you want to talk about how Paylution works?
Yeah, so when they send you the email, typically if you make your first sale, it'll be about 2 weeks following that. And like Kate said, it could go into your junk, your spam folder. So you want to make sure you're really looking for that. When they send you the email, they're going to say, okay, it's time to set up your pay portal, so to speak. So do you want to be paid through direct deposit into your bank account, or do you want to get a Mo Money debit card? Either option is great. It just depends on what you're more comfortable with. The Mo Money debit card you can be using when you're going out to, let's say a restaurant and you're sitting around a table with friends, and then you throw your Mo Money card. It could generate an authentic conversation about, oh, what's this Mo Money card? And then you can talk about the business. Or you go to a boutique and you're shopping and you hand the cashier your Mo Money card. Again, you can elicit a conversation because they might not have ever seen that card before. The bank direct deposit is, you just use your debit card from your bank to get that money, access to that money. And the Mo Money card, you can transfer money back and forth from the card to your bank as well. So either works. It's just what you're comfortable with.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Smart Start. You want to talk about that? You're good at talking about Smart Start.
It's my favorite. So Smart Start happens right when you sign on. That very day it starts and the clock starts ticking. So you have the month you sign on and then 2 full months after that. And so this is your way to make your money back and then some right off the bat, very, very quickly. And so we talked about in a previous video about VIPs. And then we talked about market partners. So VIPs are your customers and market partner are your business partners. So in your Smart Start period, when you get 4 VIPs, on top of the commission that you get, you also get a $60 bonus. If your best friend decides to jump into business with you and she becomes a market partner, you will get, for the 4 VIPs and the 1 market partner, you will get an additional $150 bonus. You do that 3 times in a row, and that's called a neighborhood, and you get an additional 500. So you guys were talking 60, 60, 60. 150, 150, 150 plus 500. So it's $1,130 minimum.
Not even counting your commissions. Right, exactly.
And you can do that over and over and over and over. There's no cap whatsoever, so you can make thousands of dollars right off the bat.
I built 8 blocks in my Smart Start period, and I was the biggest skeptic, and I was super afraid that nobody would ever buy shampoo from me. We didn't sell skincare at that time. I thought nobody would ever buy from me, and I was able to build 8 blocks. So if I can do it, you can do it.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great way to kickstart your business.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what's the beauty behind it is if you use that Smart Start program, that will really help set you up for when you're done with Smart Start and those 3 months are over. Now you've got a solid team under you that you're working with and you're motivating and they're going to build and you're going to continue to build, and it just continues the cycle of success.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to talk about launch parties?
Sure.
They're so fun.
Yeah, when you sign on and you make that hundreds list, that hundreds list then is going to be transferred into, hey, let's do a virtual launch party for you. I like to tell my girls to do it right away. Like 2 days after you have launched, let's set you up for a big party and let's tell people all about this opportunity. And I want you to think about all the people that you would invite to your brand new business. If you were opening a brick and mortar, who would you have there cutting that ribbon with you? So you can just literally send out text messages, make a Facebook invite, and invite your friends and family to this launch party, and you just show up and we do the work for you. We will sit there and we will talk about products. We will talk about the business opportunity. We will never be pushy. We are not pushy at all. We don't ask people for their information right then and there and ask them to place orders. We're just sharing the products and the business opportunity with them. And I can't tell you how successful these have been. We have seen so many people's businesses blow up from these launch parties. So if you want to, set yourself up to build those blocks, this is the way to do it. It's interactive and it's super successful and fun. You can grab a cocktail, sit down, relax, cheers each other virtually, and show them what this business is all about.
Okay, attraction marketing. So this is going to be very different than what you've probably seen in the past. We use attraction marketing. This really helps our business grow without us begging, pleading, and just bribing our friends and family to purchase from us. So it's important to be you. Show up as you. Don't show up as me or as Trish or whoever. Just show up as you on social media. We never, ever, 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 ever say the company name. And it's not to be sneaky. It's really a marketing strategy that we use. And so what's happening is because they don't see the company, they don't know what the company is, they have to ask you. So they can't go do their own independent research and try to buy it on their own. We want them coming to you so that you don't have to bug everybody else. And that has been a game changer because it really does happen.
Yep.
As you're doing your launch post, as you start posting on stories, people will be like, what is that? What is happening? What is all this stuff? I'm really curious. And by building that curious and FOMO, that really, really helps to grow your business stronger and faster.
Yeah, and it gives you an opportunity to have an authentic conversation. If somebody asks you, hey, I've been seeing you post all this stuff and I really have no idea what it even is you're talking about, this is an opportunity for you to say, you know what, I started because of this X, Y, and Z. You would really like these products too. Would you be interested in taking my hair and skincare quiz? And then that sets you up for the conversation. And now you can read their results, give them recommendations, and potentially get a customer out of it. If you're posting Monat, they can go right to Monat. They might have seen your transformation. They're like, I want what she's got going on. They can go to Monat and they can purchase products from Monat. you're not going to make the commissions off of it. They're possibly going to get the wrong fit of product and be an unhappy Monat customer. So it's really important to get them to come to you. And again, we don't want to be those people who are constantly like banging down doors saying, hey, come buy for me, come buy for me. But if you can post some intriguing content, they're going to come to you. Now you don't feel yucky that you're knocking down their door telling them to come support you. They're doing it authentically.
Yeah, and we use a blur tool on all of our products, either in Facetune or Peachy, and we can teach you how to do that right away. It's very, very, very easy. Okay, so curiosity posts.
In the first beginning of your business, we want you to create engagement and excitement, right? So we don't want you right away like posting transformations and things. We want you to get your following excited. And so we ask that you, for a couple of days, throw some quotes up there, some engagement up there. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, or and so the adventure begins. And so people know something is coming. You can put a countdown on your story. I know that really helped Kate. People were really intrigued and wanted to know what she was about to announce. And after about 2 days of posting this curiosity and engagement with your following, then you're going to launch. And this is where you're going to talk about this opportunity and what this opportunity can do for you and for others, and really talk about your why in this launch, right? So maybe it is financial freedom or time freedom, the community of women and support behind you, whatever it may be. This is your chance to kind of put it out there and then get some people to want to know more about this. And it might hit the least expected person that you didn't even think would be watching. And they're like, oh my gosh, she's got this community of support. I want that. I'm going to talk to her about this. So this is just an example of my launch. I just put a picture of me behind a computer, and I was very transparent in my post about, I was the biggest hater of direct sales, and I wanted people to know, hey, I didn't like direct sales. I never supported them before, and so I'm doing this, and here's why I'm doing this. And I talked about my hair struggles. You don't have to do that. That was my post, but this is just an example. And we have an endless number of examples on our Facebook group that you can go and read and see what might fit better into your launch post. But this is an example. If you'd like to take a peek at it and it's something that maybe you would like to use, something like that, then feel free.
I do want to just touch upon, I know a lot of people say, oh, I want to wait till I get my own hair transformation. And I just want to talk about kind of the different ways to launch your business. So typically what we do is, regardless of if you have your own hair transformation, we still have you launch, because it's a business, right? So you want to get going and get making your money right away. It's okay to not have a hair transformation right off the bat, because some people, it takes 3 months for a hair transformation. I didn't have one of those hair transformations that happened overnight. Some people do, but it's your hair. So you want to start making your money and growing your business right up front, and not waiting for your own hair transformation.
Right. And that's why we have an album for you. So you can use our transformations and put those out there. If it's something you really want to show, a before and after, you have an entire album of that you can use. Okay. Now, if you are using the products, you can talk about how they make your hair feel. You might not, not everybody has hair thinning or hair frizz or whatever. So you can use the products in a number of ways. It doesn't have to show any before and afters, but you can just talk about how they feel differently on your hair, or smell differently, you like the consistency of them, or they last a long time, or whatever it is you might want to talk about once you get those products in your hand. But you don't have to wait for that. So there's a whole different everybody does it differently, and no way is right or wrong. It's your way, and it's your story and your journey.
Okay. So let's talk about the different groups and what they're used for. So we have a bunch of different, whether it's on WhatsApp chat, maybe it's on your iPhone as a text group, or Instagram or Facebook. We use all different platforms. The first one is our Global Ambition Facebook group, and this is you get invited to join it. We accept you into it once we know that you are a market partner, and you have access to all sorts of things, content to post, trainings, you name it, it's in there, and it's for you to use. So you don't need to ask permission. If it's in that page, you are more than welcome to use it, share it, and make it your own. We also have 2 groups on Instagram. One is an engagement group and one is a content group. So the engagement group is, let's say you posted your launch post and you want to get a ton of people commenting on it to boost that up in the algorithm. We're going to put it there so that everybody helps you get basically more exposure with your launch post. And then we have a content chat also where we send things that you can post all on your own. So if you're stuck or you don't know what to do or what to post, I know it can be like confusing in the beginning. You can just take that, copy, paste it, and throw it in your stories, and that's, totally fine.
Yep. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel unless you want to. So we have all of that for you, and we hand it over to you. And we do encourage you to put your own personal spin on it. But if it's a day where you're like, I have 500 things to do and I can't spend the time on thinking about a post, use what we've given you. That's what it's there for.
Yep. And then we have upline chats. And this is really where you're going to get the most use, especially in the beginning. So depending on who your upline is, let's say it's Trish and I will be in there. And that's where you're going to send hair quizzes. If you're stuck on something, if you have a question, if you're unsure of anything whatsoever, use us.
Yep.
You're never bothering us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help build you and grow you into whatever business that you want, whether it's just an extra 500 or you're trying to retire your husband. Use us because we can really help you. And like Trish said, there's no sense in reinventing the wheel. We've already made all the mistakes. So learn from us so you don't have to make them too.
Yeah.
And then we have our WhatsApp team chats. And that's really just used for recognition and just cheering people on and just like getting to know, our team. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great way to bond and connect and celebrate one another with the business or even outside of the business. So we have team chats on either WhatsApp, or you might even have a chat on through text message, however works for your team. So yeah, those are some of the groups that are really helpful for us, and we hope they help you too. And if you have any questions about anything you've seen in these videos, we would love for you to reach out to us or your upline and get those answered, get those questions answered, or share with us some feedback. If something was confusing, we can adapt it and give you some more information on it.
Yeah, and we're really excited for you.
Can't wait
to see
what happens.
Absolutely. All right, thanks guys.